As the Mahindra Sanatkada Lucknow Festival, the MSLF, enters its 12th edition, we bring to you an online crafts bazaar designed around the theme of Baradaris of Lucknow. These pavilions, with 12 doorways as their central architectural element, signify the many ways in which the festival has looked at Lucknow and Awadh and celebrated aspects of community life and culture in our region. Just as Baradaris were designed to serve as open and airy spaces where religious gatherings, literary mehfils, and dance performances would be organized, MSLF has served as a community program with enthusiastic and joyous participation of citizens of the city from all walks of life. The construction of the Qaisarbagh Palace complex started in 1848 and finished in 1852. The palace complex, known for its architectural beauty, was a series of courtyards with large independent structures integrated within the courtyard or along the walled enclosures to form an integral whole. The Khana, or central courtyard, is the only part of the complex that remains identifiable today, and the Safed Baradari still occupies its position in the center of this courtyard. The Safed Baradari, where MSLF is held each year, does not need a tag. The Baradari refers to the majestic structure built in Qaisarbagh by the last king of Awadh, Wajid Ali Shah. Built on an elevation of about 6 feet, it is surrounded by extensive gardens. The interiors are spacious and there are latticed balconies overlooking the main hall. The enclosed wings on either side run parallel to the main hall, and there are open spaces all around the building which join a large chabutra in the front. There are octagonal pavilions at the 4 corners of the structure and eaves that run about the whole building. There are 12 cusped arches, 3 on each side, like a classic Baradari. The MSLF's many enchantments over the last 12 years have been mirrored through the different elements of the Qaisarbagh Baradari. From its grand central hall to the chabutra, from its side wings to the tehkhana, and from its splendid lattices to the stained glass arched doorways. It is the beauty of the monument that enhances the different moods of the festival. From Birju Maharaj performing in the main hall to the sound of beating rain, to Shruti Sarolikar Katkar and Shubha Mudgal's mesmerizing Seher concerts, and the Bazi that saw its popular revival on the chabutra. The function of the Baradari has changed over the years. It was built originally as an Imam Bada, the Qasrul Azha, to mourn the martyrdom of Hussain and his followers at Karbala. After the annexation of Awadh in 1856, the Baradari was used by the British to hold court for petitions and claims. Later, around 1923, it was handed over to the Talukadars of Awadh and continues to be in their possession today. The Baradari was the venue for the All India Music Conference in 1924 and 25, with a resolution for setting up a large college of music. The Maris College of Music, now the Bhatkande University, was adopted. A well-known event is during the visit of the Simon Commission to Lucknow in 1928, when the Talukadars held a tea party for the commission members at the Baradari. Due to heavy police deployment, freedom fighters protesting against the commission deployed the unique strategy of flying black kites with Simon Go Back painted on them, and then cutting the string such that the kites descended on the Baradari. The Baradari is now used as a space for social functions, poetic symposia, exhibitions, and as a popular location for film shootings. Over the years, the Baradari has undergone several structural changes. The 4 prominent domes over each chhatri were broken down between 1858 and 1867, possibly after one of them was destroyed in the fighting and mayhem of 1857. A second story was also added above the main hall. Around the turn of the 20th century, the rectangular chabutra with a floor below, called the tehkhana, was constructed to replace the garden in front of the Baradari, and rear and side elevations were added to the structure. Majestic Baradaris were built in medieval India from Punjab and Rajasthan to the Deccan. Lucknow's Baradaris were largely constructed in the late 18th and 19th centuries and were part of palace complexes, homes, imambadas, samadhis, community spaces in mohallas, or as airy resting places on the banks of the river Gomti. As old structures have fallen to the vagaries of time, only a few of these beautiful buildings remain, with some in dire need of preservation. Apart from the Kaisar Bagh Baradari, that is the Safed Baradari, the ones you will see during the online bazaar, and Naqsh-o-Nigaar-e-Baradari, which is our virtual tour of Baradaris, are the Lal Baradari, now housing the State Lalit Kala Academy, the Banarsi Bagh Baradari, part of the Nawab Wajid Ali Shah Zoological Park, the Lal Baradari in Lucknow University, the Picture Gallery, the Chandi Wali Baradari, now housing the family court, the small marble Baradari in Kaisar Bagh Gardens, Ram Asre ki Baradari at Puria Ghat, the Baradari planned Chhatri at Begum Hazrat Mahal Park, and the 3 Baradaris as Samadhis at Bagh Baba Hazara in Thakurganj. In the words of Wajid Ali Shah, once Lucknow's beloved Akhtar Piya, हम गरीबों को न इस बज़्म से उठवाए बुत, सोहबते आम में खासाने खुदा होते हैं, हम में और उनमें बढ़ा राब्ता अख्तर इतना, हम पे वो सदक़े हैं, हम उन पे फ़िदा होते हैं. Do not eject us from this assembly, O men of clay. In the company of ordinary people, we become beloveds of God. I came so close and became one of them, Akhtar, that they can sacrifice all for me, and I am besotted with them.